Today's video, you guys are gonna get a behind the scenes look of what it's like to have to renovate a rental, move a tenant out, take open houses and get a new tenant in. I wanted to film this video because if you've been watching the channel for a while, you remember that exactly like roughly a year and a half ago, I filmed a video about getting my first rental and kind of documented what that looked like, how to actually get the rental, doing the showings for it. So I figured it's been a year and a half now. The tenant that I originally got has officially moved out. So we just started the process of renovations. I actually have some showings today, so people are coming by to check out the house. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, what we wanted to renovate just to try and attract better tenants. And then near the end of the video, I'll give you guys some tips of what I've learned for the first year and a half having a tenant, and kind of some things to look for if you plan on purchasing a rental yourself, and then also some things to do as far as renovation goes to hopefully attract better tenants. But I'm gonna take you guys to the house right now. We have a showing in 30 minutes. It's currently 11:30. We have a showing at 12, and then we have one at 12:30 and 1. So I will take you to the house, give you an update, show you what it looks like currently in the renovation process. But yeah, we'll go to the house right now. Home sweet home. You guys remember from a year and a half ago, we bought this place, like I said in the intro. Had it for a year and a half, the tenant left, so we're doing a bunch of renovations. I figured I'll show you guys what it's like to have to renovate a place at 21 years old and try and find new tenants. Very, very different problems you run into than sitting at your laptop doing some work. So this is a weekend away from the laptop. We were doing some showings with my good buddy Aaron here, help investigate some people. But we put on a brand new roof. So when I originally bought it, if you guys go back to the other video, you'll see that the shingles were very curled up. So we put on a new roof and then cleaned up the yard, but I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. And then once all the renovations are done, I'll do another final walkthrough before we get another tenant, and you guys can kind of see what we did to the place. So we got a nice big backyard. We're gonna be putting gravel here, my dad. Little patio stones make it nice for the individuals. Nice big fenced in yard. What I've realized with the fenced in yard is you attract a lot of people that have pets, which kind of sucks because like they're shitty fucking homeowners. Their dogs and cats are retarded and they ruin the house. But you get a lot of people that have pets if they like the big fenced in yard. We got the shed. Last time I filmed this video was in the winter, so I don't even think I showed you guys the backyard. I didn't see the backyard till a couple weeks ago because it was the winter. But so in the renovation stage, it's gonna be very dark in here. Drywall this. That's the basement. We put all new doors. So we got new doors, put a new toilet in the washroom, new faucet. Show you that. We're gonna be painting the entire home, 3 coats, all light gray. So we still have to do that. So personally, I'm not doing any of this because, as you guys know, I'm not a very handy individual. I'm more of a keyboard warrior. So I helped out with the cleaning things, but the rest is all contracted out, which makes it a little bit more expensive, but time is money. So gotta get people to do it yourself. New faucet. The kitchen is overall nice. We have the same fridge that the old girl left us. In the video a year and a half ago when I originally bought it, it was an older lady here and she wanted to upsize to have more room for her grandchildren. So it was very clean, everything was very nice. So when I originally bought it, I didn't do anything. It was really just turnkey, post an ad for it, people came right in. So that's why I don't mind doing stuff now, like painting the whole place light gray. We framed in 2 new closets in this room, so people can use that as a pantry, all the new doors, all the new light fixtures. So something like this renovation total with labor costs like, $6,000, but you take your money from what you got from the tenant that was here for a year and a half, put a little bit of money in yourself, but hopefully you attract a better individual that's gonna take care of it, treat it as their own. That's the whole goal when you're getting something like this, is you want someone long-term that treats the house as their own. So you don't have to come in every year and flip it and then you just lose profit every year. So my whole plan was, if we make it look nice, hopefully attract a nice person. But yeah, all new light fixtures. Nothing's in right now. We took all the light fixtures down. Here's all the stuff that we did put in. So when I show you guys in like a week and a half when it's all done, this will be all light gray, all the trim will be painted. Here's all the new lights that we bought, like new door handles, outdoor light. All the lights are gonna be the same in here, like 6 new of them. So yeah, I wanted to guys show you. And then when it's all done, we'll show you the finished product. and hopefully we get a good tenant this year and we don't have to do this ever again. But yeah, it's a little time capsule video, and I know a lot of you are curious because I do get a lot of DMs about when I posted that story about not working and doing landlord stuff. You guys are very curious about what it's like having the property and what really goes into it. So overall, it's great. It's not a lot of work. When you do have to flip it, it's a little bit of a headache, but if you get a good tenant, you don't hear from them for like a year and you have to do work for 2 weeks to find a new person. So at the end of the day, it's not like a grind. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next clip 2 weeks from now, roughly, when this is all finished. I'll be walking back through the door and we'll show you guys the final product. Just wrapping up some work, but I want to jump on here. It is currently Thursday, the 19th. The renovations are being wrapped up at the house. We got the painter going in tomorrow. We got a painter there right now to do the priming, the mudding. So my dad's been in there grinding as well. Me, not as much. I'm just finishing up some work. Figured I'd pull up some Excel sheets in the back to make it look like I'm actually doing something. But yeah, basically the renovations are almost done. We had, I don't know if I told you this in the other clips, but we had I got like 130 messages on Facebook. I actually booked in like 50, 60 showings. We ended up canceling a lot of them based off the applications and their answers, and got it down to maybe like 25, 30. After taking around like 15, 20 of them, we decided, okay, let's just choose who we think is gonna be best. So today's the day we're actually picking. We're down to basically 3 people that we're kind of deciding between and weighing the pros and cons. Basically in my head, maybe 2. So how I usually go about doing this is I'll just put everyone's cons on the table, and whoever's cons you like the best is how you're gonna go about picking your tenant, basically. Obviously, when you're renting, for the most part, depending on your place and the people you're attracting, if it's a massive home or if it's, more for like an older couple. But regardless, basically you're putting everyone's cons on the table, weighing it out and seeing whose cons you like the best. For me personally, obviously sinking like, 6,000-7,000 to the renovation, I want someone who's just gonna take care of the place and treat it as their own home. I don't want to be flipping it, every year and doing new things, but I want to treat the place as if I was living there myself, is how I did it and how we did it. So I want someone to be in there and just treat it as their own home. It's not really like it's for the money at this point. Obviously having the unit, you still want to cash flow a certain amount, but it's more so about having someone that's going to be in there for, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and treating her as their own home. But want to come on here, shoot a quick video and let you guys know that that's the stage we're at right now, getting a new tenant in there. So pretty stressful, just trying to, because you're gonna have them locked in for a year. You're really just hoping that all this work you did doesn't go to shit and they just absolutely destroy the place. So yeah, we're gonna be picking the tenant here today, and then I'll show you guys what the place actually looks like once it's fully renovated. All the lights are put in, the paint. It's gonna look really good. So we will snap to the completed home. This is an update on the beautiful home. We have half the house left to paint. The electrician's here, changing the plugs. How have you enjoyed your time here so far?
And door handles.
This is what it looks like. Dark blue for this room. Ask the tenants what color they want. This room is fully painted. And we will show you guys an update when it is fully complete.
Might be never.
Might be never, but it will have to be complete because they're moving in a couple days. This room, let's get painted. You guys will see it, it's fully done. Well, unfortunately, you guys aren't gonna see it when it's fully done because the tenants ended up moving in a lot quicker than I expected. But overall, gonna give a very quick recap of the experience of getting a tenant out, cleaning the place, renovating, spending, $10,000 in renovations, the stress of getting a new tenant in and picking solid individuals that you think are actually going to take care of the place and treat it like it's their own home. So overall, my whole thing when it comes to investing in real estate in general, no matter what age you're at, is every wealthy, rich individual that I know or that I've spoke with, they own real estate, and I don't think there's a bad thing about owning real estate. Put it this way, I don't know any, poor people or homeless people that own real estate. So that's my whole thing. Obviously, it's not, the most cash flow positive thing in the early stages. Like whatever I made in the first year and a half just strictly went back and some into, all the renovations. We did all new doors, painted the whole place, new sink, faucet, toilet, a whole bunch of different stuff just to make it look nice. Genuinely treated the place as if I was going to be living there myself. That's how I'd want it to be if I was a tenant renting, and hopefully, that makes them treat it like it's their own home. That's ideal. So overall, some things to do and look for if you are going to be investing into a property is just strictly location. Locations, everything. So don't even entertain going to look at a place if it's not in a good area. It's not worth it at all. The neighborhood isn't going to increase in value. There's going to be, you know, a lot of people around there that you don't want to be around your places. You're going to attract a lot of negative tenants for the most part. So locations, everything. Don't even entertain something that's not in a good location. And another thing is, once you obviously get the property, you can do minor things to fix up, like light fixtures. Painting is kind of like a rule of thumb. So paint the place, add some new light fixtures. That makes everything look a lot better. And overall, the experience is stressful when getting a tenant out. Obviously, it makes it a little bit easier when you've done it before, but when you're trying to run, you know, a business, you're extremely busy taking meetings, then having to do showings, doing background checks, trying to really figure out if these people are going to be good or not good, because you don't want to have to do this every year. You want someone that's going to be there for, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus years. That's ideal. And then obviously they're not, you know, hopefully wrecking the place and whatnot. But overall, if you're thinking about investing, I would obviously definitely do it. Make sure you crunch the numbers, and you want to be cash flowing at least, you know, 350 plus a unit. And if everything makes sense, you know, invest in real estate. It's definitely not a bad thing. It's going to, you know, build and grow over time. You're going to get equity in the property, and 20, 25 years later, you sell it off for X amount. So yeah, it was a good, stressful experience. But if you guys do have any questions, feel free to comment below, send me over DM. I'd be happy to help you, you know, answering some questions and some things and that I had to learn just on my own doing it at the start. But appreciate you guys watching the video. If you haven't watched the video from when I originally got the property a year and a half ago, you can go and watch that, or maybe I'll pull it up on the screen real quick. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.